with a VV Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashi? I don't know. Dashi will be back probably tomorrow night. If I can make it home in time, I might not. Other people that are going to be on the podcast are going to be Eva from Viviversity. She'll be on the podcast on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't been to the gym in like a month, so I'm going to go to the gym on Sunday, and you can't stop me. Omi doing okay on the day, up 2.8%, so not too bad. And that 2.8% is coming off of, I'm about to see how many dollars we did. Ooh, $790,000 in volume. That is not a lot. But like I said, up about 2.8% on the day. I believe we did outperform the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ. S&P down 0.12%, Dow up 0.1, NASDAQ down 0.18. So relatively uneventful day over on the markets. Let's check out Bitcoin and Ethereum. Up 0.7% for Bitcoin, up 1.1% for Ethereum. So we did outperform everything today. Let's see what else we outperformed. BNB, XRP, Dogecoin. We did outperform by 0.2%. We beat out Cardano, Polygon, Polkadot actually outperformed us by about 0.4%. But outside of that, we outperformed everything in the top 20 except for Uniswap. So huzzah to us. Moving on. There's a couple of things going on. I will get to the Disney thing in a second, but I do want to go over a couple of screenshots on the day. We'll see what we got here. Collectibles, next year will be big. Okay, Reed. It looked like Sam Bankman-Fried was at the Devils game. It was not him. That was not him. That was somebody else. They had me for a second there. So the Nancy Pelosi stock tracker had reported that the Pentagon has failed its fifth audit in a row after failing to account for 61% of their $3.5 trillion in assets. But the IRS will demand the average American account for all of their $600 Venmo side hustles. Guess that $800 billion Pentagon budget won't fund itself. Dare I say. The Defense Department made progress towards a clean audit, but not as much as officials hope. The results of the fifth annual DoD-wide financial audit will be a disclaimer of opinion for DoD as a whole. Michael J. McCord, the Undersecretary of Defense, Chief Financial Officer, said, "This is the same as last year and not unexpected. We did expect this disclaimer, but we will also sustain all our prior year positive opinions, which cover approximately 39% of our assets." Jesus. Annual audit is huge, undertaking with an independent accountant looking at a department with $3.5 trillion in assets. Absolutely wild. For people that are looking to, some people find Disney and then come to us. Some people find us and then go to Disney. Celebrating 85 years of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs with the D23 exclusive Snow White and Seven Dwarfs 85th anniversary pin. That is going to be available. Will we get that on VV? Probably not. It looks, we don't really do pins. Some people collect them. They're really big trading down in Disney. Like they go and, oh, you have this pin. Let me trade you my pin for your pin. And when my friend Justin was down there, he kept all the good pins like in the back for himself. Absolutely wild. But anyway, just Disney news on the side. There's, I don't know if I could say this. There is another bank that is going to get into crypto. I don't think I can talk about it yet. I'll keep you posted. Actually, no. No, I'll keep you posted on that. VV image. Okay, sorry. I'll keep it going. Where was I? Okay, so here's something. VV Magic had tweeted out the other day that Omi Homies, this video made my night. Omi Homies talking about Max and Janie. They did a video, but I'll continue to read her tweet. "This video made my night. You don't understand. David Yu is the proud owner of several of the last printed Disneyland tickets in existence because it's the last ticket. I love him and his collecting spirit so much." Why did I bring this up? David Yu's collecting tickets has nothing to do with NFTs. I think it does. Him collecting the last of something, I think, gives a lot of value towards last mints or some of the last mints. If you have, let's say out of 1,000, you have 998, 999, or number 1,000. I think the last mints are gonna, this has been debated for quite a while. Obviously, most people prefer the low mints, but there is a small small group of people that really do enjoy the last mints. I like them. I think they're neat. Again, you don't need to have 50 million people enjoy them. You just need to have a couple dozen, especially for one collectible, for it to kind of pop off. Obviously, there's some people that won't pay a ridiculous price, but some people will. Like there's, I don't know if Jeremy Padour will tell you. He might not have met. He probably did. The person that one of the people that Logan Paul bought that original, not the original, one of the people that Logan Paul bought that Pikachu Illustrator card from is rolls with a group that has billions. Like yeah, there's a lot of that Arab money over there that can have millions of dollars, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, whatever. But let me tell you that there are some people over there where they could have tens of billions of dollars, if not $100 billion. And I know it sounds crazy because we're just used to like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. I don't want to, as many, decabillionaires and 100 billionaires that we have here in America, dude, that oil money, they would look at the entire OMI market cap and they would laugh. I'm like, ha 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 ha. I don't get out of bed for that much. They could look at VV as a company and let's say it's worth, $2 billion. They pay 10 times that and just be like, oh, all right, yeah, I paid that. And again, I'm not saying this to like discourage anyone, like, oh, as soon as they're in, it's over. We're not gonna be able to get any of our collectibles for the same price we are now. Although that is a fair warning. I'm saying it because people tend to stay in these little fish bowls of, oh, all right, yeah, nobody in my town has it's like in Dragon Ball GT, which I hate referencing. I hate Dragon Ball GT. But they reference Majin Buu is reborn. King Yemma takes Buu's soul, puts it in a kid, and he goes into a world martial arts tournament, going to fight Goku. And he has this saying, like really humble, it's like, just because I'm the strongest in my village doesn't mean I'll be the strongest here. And he's really humble. Just because you and the people around you might be in one social class or one income bracket, I feel like a lot of people look at that and then they associate what they surround themselves with, and that's how the rest of the world is. I see it a lot with Americans. I see it a lot. I see a lot with Europeans. I see a lot with people that are really ethnocentric, and there is a whole other worlds out there that, oh God, the type of money that I can't even dream of. I mean, obviously you can think of it, but it's just kind of a roundabout way to tell you that this Dr. Prophet is huge and he's great and I love him, but we ain't seen nothing yet. and I have zero evidence that anyone like that has tens of billions of dollars, 100 billions, is in right now. I don't even know if we'd be on their radar because again, VV, private company, that a couple billion, it might not even be on their radar. But when it is, just saying, there might be a couple of those people that just come in and like buy the whole app. Anywho, moving on here. Where was I? The Hunger Games, dude. I would love it if VV would go and partner with like these fast food restaurants and get these epic the Wendy girl from Wendy's, the Burger King, Ronald McDonald, like the Colonel. Like I would Jack in the Box. I would love it if we get like the dark versions of those characters, like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We're definitely not getting out on the VV app, but oh my God, that would be so cool. Where was? Oh, okay. Okay, so VV Meister said, would the Akomi team be allowed to take the reserve wallet, OMI, and send them all together to the burn wallet? Why not start burning from the circulating supply right now? So that's a really good thread. I have to go and read that because it's just a really good thread. VV Meister. There's VV Meister. Okay. Videos, really hope, Lamborghini. Okay. So Foster Hill had replied to this saying, the reserve has nothing to do with not burning OMI direct from circulating supply. The OUP features burn OMI from circulating supply, but they need to be built out first. Whether the reserve gets burnt or not is irrelevant at this point, in my opinion. Buybacks are not happening, so I don't even look at the reserve now. Then we have Vivi Meister saying, Foster, thanks for the response. I meant more like, can we get rid of the reserve wallet right away so that the burns would now be happening from circulating supply? And just with that is that just because you get rid of the reserve wallet doesn't mean that you're automatically burning from the circulating supply. What you have to do with that is part of OUP has to be implemented, where first it's going to be the crypto to gem, and then after crypto to gem, you would need bronze tickets. Now, how do you get those bronze tickets? Okay, well, you're going to need to go and here's something I want to show you guys, because this is important. This is something that I feel like nobody's really talking about. If you look at the development roadmap, and you take, and I'm talking really softly because my friend's trying to sleep. If you look at the development roadmap, okay, the waitlist drop system. For the waitlist drop system, you're going to need to have the bronze tickets, because, and for the bronze tickets, you're going to need to have the OMI spot wallet. So I would say that there are three things that are going to happen before you're able to buy OMI on the web app. Before there's OMI to gem, before there's OMI to NFT, you're going to have a bunch of these things 9 months in a year. Reese saying that about November of next year, Q3 next year, we should have OMI staking and OMI to land, or at least OMI staking. OMI to land, OMI land will happen before we get our golden tickets for staking for 1 year. So OMI to land could happen late next year, could happen early 2025. But I would say most of the things on here, which is not everything, but most of the things on here in the development roadmap will probably be done next year, if not downright all of them. Anyway, where did I see? And then you had, after Foster Hill responding, Aldous Havley was responding. Oh yeah, so Aldous Havley responded, agreed. The reserve wallet is essentially burnt already, never to re-enter circulating supply. The team has put new, better burn mechanics in place to counter buybacks. I'm interested to see if more burns get incorporated into Viviverse ecosystem beyond current published mechanics. And Brock Blockchain says the OUP is a foundational program. It's what everything else will be built upon. It alone, in its current state, once executed and deployed, will be great at burning from the circulating supply. But it's not the end. You still have Viviverse, you still have the OMI ecosystem, you still have gaming, etc., and all of that will add to it. So huzzah to that. I'm pretty sure he had said, Puddin' Cheeks even says it would never just shift over to burning circulating supply when the reserve runs out. The company would have to buy the tokens, which is literally a security, but the current system is just legacy of the original tokenomics and will just be phased out with much better things. Craig Lohman says, how long does this phasing out take though? Puddin' Cheek says, as the OUP starts rolling out, people will start to not care about the reserve mechanisms anymore. Even the ones that get hung up about no buybacks, 2.5% of trading fees would be more than double what the 10% net revenue buyback would have ever been. And Brock Blockchain says this, but also I guess some people need to see it. They need it 100% in front of them to fully understand, and that's okay. They'll get what they need soon enough. So very excited about that. Some more foundational program. I was with a couple today, visiting friends, and I saw that they had some Disney stuff, and I was like, "Oh, you like Disney? Well." I have Winnie. I have the first appearance of Winnie the Pooh on the blockchain. I have the Spider-Man. I'm trying, and this literally took like 4 hours, and then a dinner. We hung out for a while. Me and my friend came back to this place. We did some other stuff. Then we went out to dinner with them, and it wasn't until I think we were talking about it's so strange. We were talking about how the universe that we're in is probably a simulation, and that's what helped get them on. And like, okay, well, where do we go from here if we're a simulation? It's like, okay, well, we like The Sims, like Second Life, like like the metaverse that's about to happen. We're gonna make a universe of our own. And they weren't so sure about that. They're like, well, if we're already the product, why would we make another metaverse? maybe most people wouldn't, but you have, and I brought up a thing that I bring up every single day. Mark Zuckerberg spending $250 billion on it by the end of this decade. There's so much money going to flow into this. I feel like a white girl at a bar. Like I can't even. But that's eventually what really more got him into OMI, which is great. Um, because the NFTs, they were an older couple. The guy was like 48 and the girl was like 60. So the older couple, they didn't really get the NFTs, but they understood the money that would go into it, and they understood the crypto that the guy had invested in crypto, like 30% Bitcoin, 30% something else. Had a couple of altcoins, and I was like, okay, so you're familiar with this. At least be an OMI. Anywho. Okay, Brockman blockchain, or for a Feesh update, says, please be careful, as the ground of the mine could be a bit slippery from all the cleaning supplies used. You may want to wear a mask if you aren't good with fumes. We're confident it will likely air out and be fine. Please report any issues for your labor adventures. I hate how we spelt labor with an OU, because that's like the Canadian way of spelling it, the British way of spelling it. Damn you, Brock. Okay, moving on. Okay, so in one of the iOS stores, the View the App update, you can read it, and it says, in the latest update, a number of bug fixes and performance improvements have been made, including addressing promo code issues that some users experienced. Burn information is now displayed for each collectible and comic to give clarity to a number of editions remaining in circulation. Comic age metadata is now displayed on the details on the page of the in the era field. When they're talking about comic age, talking about like golden age, silver age, bronze age, etc. And that's obviously going to be, yeah. So you have that. Shout out to Coffee House. Coffee House is where I went. They gave me a free giant cinnamon bun. It was super fantastic. Also, there is a link down below, and the link down below is going to take you to Best of Long Island. So in the description box down below, but before I move on, click that link down below. It's the last one. It's the one that's underneath Nastascia's OnlyFans. It'll say Best of Long Island, the link to vote, right? And when you vote, you're going to scroll like all the way down, right? Oh, shoot. You're going to scroll down to where it says, you're going to go past pet grooming, and you're going to go to pet hospital, right? So pet hospital, you're going to vote for West Hills Animal Hospital and Emergency Center, right? You're going to vote there. And then, I have to register to vote. God damn it. After you do that, you're going to scroll all the way down again to veterinarian. And when you see veterinarian, it's Dr. Alexis Tischler that you're going to go vote for, Dr. Alexis Tischler, and then vote for her. If y'all can do that, that would be super great. You can vote once a day, link down below. Anywho, moving on. 500 payment. There's an article on the Wall Street Journal that says kids don't want cash anymore. They want Robux. This is a complete 180 from when I was a kid, and everyone's like, oh, let me get you a gift card to Best Buy or a gift card to Target, and you can get what you want. Just give me cash. Just give me cold, hard cash. That's all I care about. Kids today, though, for whatever reason, maybe they're not growing up as poor as I did, which is fine. You want better for the next generation than what you had for yourself. I get it. But, like, come on. I feel like being poor builds a little bit of character. Anyway. But they want Robux. I understand why, because it's a lot easier. Like, if that's what they want, why would they want $50 in cash that they would have to go somewhere to buy a Robux thing and then use the code? Just get them the Robux thing. You cut out the trip, you cut out the middleman, you cut out the time. Why is this important? Well, I'll read the article real quick. It's not even an article. It says, like many parents, Greg and Selena Robledo offered to pay their kids for doing household chores. The couple quickly learned that their money was no good. The girls wanted to be paid in Robux, the online currency in video games from Roblox. I feel like at some point in the future, when the VVverse is all fleshed out and there's really cool games and there's really cool skins, most likely what they would have is like an NFT. Again, what did you see in the VVverse demo? You saw, the Battle Croc statue. You saw an interesting Feesh, because they say that you're going to have other NFTs that'll come in here. Basically, you need to have the NFT in order to flex in the metaverse. I don't think it is outside the realm of possibility to say that yes, there's going to be mini games, and if you have this particular skin or this particular NFT, you can get the skin for your avatar or something like that. Obviously, if Disney's doing their own metaverse, then maybe you won't be able to do that with Disney characters, but maybe you'll be able to do it with other characters, whatever they are. I don't know. But when that happens, you're probably going to see a couple of kids say, "Hey, can I get paid in Omi?" And like the 50-year-old adults, I'm like, "What the fudge is Omi? What is this?" That being said, because a lot of older adults aren't really into crypto, they're not sure what to. Oh, who called me? Oh no, it's just a screenshot. Describe. I could picture that Vivi would at some point have like a Vivi gift card, and because you can go and buy Omi on the app, again, not yet, but you'll be able to. I could picture a gift card coming, and I could picture that you buy it at CVS, you buy it at 7-Eleven, Vivi gift cards everywhere. Comey Skywalker, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Saying the Captain, Vivi, and Reese AMA is super bullish. I know. When asked what he's most excited in the future, he said the Omi token. Omi is my bread and butter, and that he's constantly looking for ways to use and burn it. Yeah. I feel like a kid that knows this is coming. All right, so we're in the bear market, right? Do you remember? And I can't believe there's another Dragon Ball GT reference that I have to make. Remember at one of the last episodes of Dragon Ball GT, Goku visits Piccolo in hell, and that Goku's telling him, like, "Listen, Piccolo, don't worry. I know that you'll get out of here someday." As in, like, he will. We're in the dark times now, but you'll get out of here someday. I think the reason I remember that is because I forget this kid's name. We're in basic training together, and basic training is like 8.5 weeks in the Air Force. You can tell it's like the first time away from his mom, and we're just, after we like clean the bathroom, we're just chilling. We have like 2 minutes before Ti comes in and just starts screaming at us like, "You didn't do a good job," and he's just like, "You know what, Chavez? I feel like we're gonna get out of here someday." It's like, dude, it's week 3. We have like 5 weeks left. Like, it's not like we're in like Navy SEAL school where it takes like 8-10 months. But we're in the bear market, and the bear market will not last forever. Maybe it lasts another year, year and a half, whatever it lasts. Recession. Like a kid who is in his last couple weeks of classes before finals, know that it's going to be over at some point. And when it is, oh god, that one last day in the sun, that last summer before going off into the working world or college or military or wherever you go. This is like the beauty about this is that we're going to experience a bull market again and again and again. And there's going to be constant upward buy pressure that'll rocket Omi. And then after a few years, there'll be constant sell pressure because we'll be in another recession, another bear market. And that's the time where you can short other markets. You can short Bitcoin. What I'm really excited about is, one, helping make a lot of other people make money. Because when I start my own charity in the future, I guess I'm going to start with Al Khan's charity. I don't know if he told you guys online. I don't even know if he could say it here. It's probably fine. It'd probably fine if I'm repping the charity. It's called, where is it? It is the National Law Enforcement and Firefighters Children's Foundation. Basically, it is for kids that have lost a parent or parents that were in law enforcement or they were firefighters. And we're going to do something with him and signing Pokemon cards. And I have to talk to other people first. I have to talk to national organizations that can help, and then also really finding Pokemon cards, having them. It's going to be a thing. But when I do my own one day, after I help make everybody rich, I'm going to be like, hey guys, pony up. I know I've spent a lot of time on this, but Nakomi Skywalker, there's a lot to be excited about, and not everything's released yet. I'm excited for everything that's released now, and I guarantee you there's going to be a ton more. And I can wait. So thank you. I have been. All right, where was I? Roblox. Oh, the most iconic searchlight in history used by Gotham City Police Commissioner Jim Gordon. The bat signal shines a summoning call to the Batman and a symbol that strikes fear into the hearts of Gotham City's criminals. Oh, can't wait for that. So the Gale, I have to see if this tweet is still up or if it was taken down. But either way, it is really good to. How many times was I? Okay, there we go. The Gale. And posted a tweet before, and I guess it's not. Oh no, here it is. It was 13 hours ago. It said, assuming Vivi's Todd Batman will never have utility attached to it. Knowing this, if you had to choose between the two to hold long term, would you buy a Todd Batman or a Bat Cow? Both priced at $850 for this scenario. Feel free to give me your reasoning in the comments. This is really interesting because, again, no, I don't have either a Todd or a Bat Cow. I will get both at some point. But if I had the choice right now to just pick one, I would pick the Todd Batman. And again, I will get both in the future. But let's start with the good things for the Bat Cow. It's had constant utility already. It will continue to get constant utility for like the next 2 years at least. The community itself will give it utility. The community is pretty awesome to its own people. If you have a Bat Cow and you meet up with someone else that has a Bat Cow, you're instantly friends. I've been very, very welcomed by the Bat Cow community, and I don't even have one. I like them. So there's a lot of reasons to be bullish on the Bat Cow. And also, it's kind of cool. And even if, after 2 years, it's like, okay, we're ending utility, I'm still going to get one just because of the history of it, and again, the community. But that Todd Batman. First Batman on the blockchain. First Batman on the Vivi app. There's less of the Todd than there are of the Bat Cows. Bat Cows is fun, it's great. Palm is... I mean, the things that they're dropping are selling out. They're having a little bit of issues, but they are successful in certain rights. But Vivi has zero serious competition. I hope Palm succeeds. I hope other things succeed. A lot of them won't. I think Palm will be okay. Between Hero, Bat Cows, and other things, I think they might be okay. But Vivi has no serious competition. There will be people that will come into Vivi just to get that first set. There will be people that will come into Vivi that won't even like Vivi, that they'll have zero qualms, zero emotions about it, and they'll just buy the first set. Why? Because I've seen this before in Pokemon, where you have people that collect from baseball cards, from Magic the Gathering, like, yeah, give me Charizard, give me Venusaur, give me Blastoise, give me legendary birds while you're at it, give me this trophy card, and then they dip, they're never seen again. They would contact, a couple of people. They'd contact either King Pokemon, they'd contact SM Pratt. I was contacted a couple times. Joe Our Vintage Pokemon, the Pokeju. There's been a couple of people that you just go to and say like, okay, I want something in this. And if you specialize in that, great. And if you don't, you bring them to someone that specializes in. They buy their cars, then they leave. I've seen that time and time and time again. Vivi will be no different, guaranteed. I've been going on a half hour already. I'm sorry. I'll try to speed it up. I'll skip that. I'll skip that. Forgot about Metaverse. Okay, Metaverse Insider. Metaverse Insider talking about artificial intelligence, talking about augmented reality. Most in-demand metaverse contents from Disney. Disney's home to popular Disney princesses, princes, monsters, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and many other characters we have seen since childhood. Bringing the characters to life, the current generation of children will experience entertainment in a completely different form. Static 2D characters will now appear as 3D objects, and using different technologies, you will be able to interact with them from the comfort of your home. They talk about Mickey, they talk about Goofy, they talk about pretty much the Fab Five, and reliving golden moments within the Disney metaverse. Over the past few decades, Disney has managed to connect it with its audience in meaningful ways, crafting immense attachment and fond memories. Because those special moments meant so much to us as kids, the same passion is displayed even when we grow up. However, as time goes on, many of these memories have begun to fade away, and Disney has also made several changes to appeal to a wide audience. But a walk down memory lane seems to be one of the most exciting aspects of the Disney metaverse. Users can relive their favorite memories in the most immersive ways, and Disney can find creative ways to resonate their values through these shared experiences. Where they at? Where they at, girl? Girl, I swear I saw Vivi here before. AR experience, Internet of Things. Oh my God, where are they? All right, I think it's in a screenshot. I swear they mentioned Vivi. Did they not mention Vivi? Oh shoot. Oh, disregard. Disney has also released an NFT collection called Golden Moments, which contains popular characters and scenes within their movies. Disney collects 6% fees every time collectors trade these NFTs. Apart from meeting 3D Disney characters, fans can also expect to experience Disneyland within the virtual realm by capitalizing on the immersion provided by VR. Fans can buy tickets to virtual rides that feel just as good as the real ones. And yeah, so how do you mention Vivi without mentioning Vivi? Metaverse Insider did just that. So I will now take on the comments. Sorry, it's been a half hour. It's just, there's been a lot of news. All right, it's been a lot of news. Whippets Run says, let's go. Wes says, in the name of Omi, the selling of alligator Lokis must be done. Yes, indeedy. Aldous Hadley says, what up, fam? Good things coming. I can't wait. Aldous Hadley says, excited for the Battlestar drop. I'm a big fan. Bears, Beats, Battlestar Galactica. Gary O says, let's go. Benjamin says, Aldous Hadley, where can you watch this show? Is it on any streaming service? I don't know. Hulu, HBO Max? You probably just buy it on YouTube. I mean, you can buy it on YouTube. Royce Darbone says, what up, Randy? Hope you're healthy and doing well, man. I don't think I'm healthy. I will be next year. Again, I'm in Virginia now. I'll be in New York City a couple days, probably 1 or 2 days next week. I'll be in Florida the week after. I'll be in the moving on. And Corey being real with you says, hey, pal. Hi, Corey. And Marquez says, comment. Good night, Randy. I'll listen in. So smash that like button. Jeremy Housen says, boom, smash that like button. Smash it. I'll check Gaming says, likes. I also have at Benjamin. I believe you can get most of the newer series, which is fantastic, for free on Peacock. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. What up, Bill Gardner? How's it going? Justin says, Viviverse x Wendy's verse, dude. The Wendy's verse is gonna be. I can't wait. You know what else I cannot wait for? Cocaine Bear. Back when Bill Clinton was in, the governor of Arkansas, there was some op by some random agency that went bad. A giant 5 or 10 pound bag of coke had dropped from a helicopter, and a black bear ate it. And for like 15 minutes, that dude was the most dangerous apex predator on the planet. Even though it was just a black bear, not even a brown brown bear. Elizabeth Banks is making a movie about it, and it's going to come out in February, the same month that Mandalorian Season 3 comes out. All right, Mandalorian Season 3. Give me Grogu or give me death. I swear on all that is holy, if we do not get a goddamn Grogu NFT, I'm going to lose my mind. Give me Mando, give me Grogu, give me Ahsoka Tano. Okay, all right. They've given us 5 different lightsabers. The Skywalker lightsaber, the Kylo Ren one, the Mace Windu, the Yoda, and the Ahsoka Tano. They've also given us random Star Wars collectibles. They've given us Obi-Wan with his lightsaber, because his lightsaber doesn't come in the saber collection. They've given us Darth Vader with his lightsaber, because his lightsaber does not come in the collection. Please give us Ahsoka Tano without her lightsaber, so I can go and I can give her her lightsaber. Please, for the love of... Now, they might save Ahsoka Tano for the Ahsoka series, which makes sense. But Luke Skywalker, all right, Luke Skywalker, give me more. All right, so Luke Skywalker, we only have the blue version of his lightsaber. He has a green one, but we only have the blue one. So maybe if we get Luke, if you press and animate him, he can have the green one, but he does have the blue one as well. Maybe 2 versions of Luke, I don't know. Also, we have Yoda's lightsaber. That was mentioned, I think... Oh, which was that in Mandalorian Season 2, or was that in the Book of Boba Fett? I think it was Mandalorian Season 2, where we find out that he has Yoda's lightsaber. And Grogu, I don't know if he can wield that, at least not yet. Vivi, can you please give us a character that does not have a lightsaber in their hands already, so we can make use of these lightsabers? Please. I'm sorry. Moving on. Wes says, I don't like whispering during videos. I'm sorry. My friend's trying to sleep. I'm not going to go hard. Just says, Vivi whispers silent after this video dropped. Aldous Hadley says, shh. JL says, shout out to all who own a partner statue. # partner statue gang. I'm not in it anymore, but I will at some point. Gene says, good evening, Vivi Omi fam. Wes says, Vivi whisperer rubbing off on other Vivi YouTubers. Does says, do we have confirmed of Manitoban's gender? I don't know. I think she's a she. I think Manitoban is a she. Wes's thoughts on David Yu following David Yu's hairline and not you. I think it's funny. He follows 8 people. I'm not salty that he doesn't follow. Like I can just email him. I'm not, again, I'm not salty. I think it's funny. Jason Lawrence says, the Los Angeles Fire Department says, let's go. Full send on Omi. So it says, open IG for Foster GIF. Lordy. What's this going to be? Oh, Beauty in the Vlog. I love this game. I love you guys so much. Straight fire. So I posted this on my story the other day. This is the evolution. This is when AI was told to draw evolution. So it went from monkey to caveman to man in medieval times to man in these times. And then we get to robot. And that's really scary. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I literally just gotta chill. So that's a no for me, dog. Oh god, the robot wars. Gonna be insane. There. Okay, let's see what Alex Gonzalez, Sweets DesignerCon, Vincent's number 430. Omar says, are you going to New York Comic Con next year? I want to give you a big hug for being an awesome and down-to-earth person, question mark. I appreciate you a lot, and you do a lot for the fam. And Alex Gonzalez says, hopefully, he'll be there for New York Comic Con next year. We got Gratison Primes. How much? So, what I want to do is, I was, after the dinner before, I was like, hear me out. A party bus, but it's a cross country tour that stops at all of your VV friends' houses. And a bunch of people are just like, oh, how do we submit our address? How do we do this? Like, guys, this was kind of like a joke, but I mean, what would it take? I would fly to somewhere like Maine, right? I'd fly to Maine in the Northeast. And I would drive south. I'd drive through Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down the DMV to Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, West Virginia, all through there. I would drive down south, obviously, and I'd go through all the southern states going out west until I reach California. And I drive up north through California, and then drive to Washington, Colorado, and then I go back east, and then I go and I travel back to Maine, and then that's it. That's gonna take forever. That's gonna take weeks, but it might be fun. Might be fun. Party bus. And it might 2025. Someone asked the year. I was like, oh, maybe 2025, and we'll see. Also, what I'm gonna ask to do. Okay, excuse me. If y'all could smash that like button. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hiccups. Thank you for smashing that like button. Moving on. Wes says, sir, it is hard to hear you when you're whispering. I'm sorry. My bad, fam. Comey Skywalker says, the Captain VV Reese AMA is super bullish. When asked what he's most excited for in the future, he said the OMI token. OMI is my bread and butter. And that he's constantly looking for ways to use and burn it. There's going to be a lot of ways, a lot of different uses to burn it. Y'all don't even know. And thank you for the super chat, Comey Skywalker. Justin says Randy is in a tropical biome. I wish. Wes says, one last chance to pack your OMI bags. One last time. We're going to have many times. Justin says, bat goat, bat cow? Oh, bat cow, gotcha. Moali says, I think the bat cow community needs to realize after the 2 years of utility are done, DC's going to want to make money again and release another utility-backed NFT. They might. Bat owl. Jordan Reese says, Omi is my homie, but 000 is going bye-bye. Ernie, how's it going? I love you too, man. I love you too. Just, yeah, super hugs. Super hugs for my friendo. What was that, 11:34 hours, like 9 minutes ago. Jordan Reese saying, Omi is my homie, but 000 is going bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, the more people, it's so strange too, because during the bull market, I don't think, part of the reason I had a lot of success in the bull market in telling a lot of people about it, but because OMI was at because OMI was 5x of where it is now, if you spent $500,000 at 0005, to get 100 million OMI, you only needed to do $100,000 now to get that amount. So more OMI is actually being bought now by a lot of people. Ooh, super chat from Benjamin Shaw saying, Randy, Lisa says to ask you about Okomi secrets you know about since you are tired and drinking and may slip. So I had a couple of beers at dinner, Guinness, but that was hours ago. I am very tired. You would have 2 nights ago, I was literally falling asleep like right here. And I had to delete that video. I had to delete that because I don't know what I said. I do not know what I said in that video. I literally said at one point, I don't know what I just said the last 30 seconds, last 40 seconds, because I literally fell asleep. So you had your chance 48 hours ago. Now that I'm a little bit more caught up on sleep, I'm fine. But again, I don't, if I had that inside information, any at all, auction it off to the highest bidder so I can get more OMI. I don't know. But it's just, a lot of people that work for or not even that work for a Comey or VV, people that are just really high level, they all have NDAs, they all have non-disclosure agreements, and I do not have an NDA. So if I knew anything with me not having an NDA, I would make such an awesome clickbait YouTube video. I wouldn't, but that's just what I would do. Unfortunately, like I said, I, why I'm so bullish and why I'm so confident is just because this rhetorical question you don't have to answer. How many people here have actually read through all of OUP? Like how, comment Y or N, Y as in Yankee or N as in November down below. How many people has actually read every single part of OUP and understands it? Actually, we're gonna go to Twitter with this. We're gonna go and, because I guarantee most people haven't. Have read OUP in full and under. I just farted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I'm just gonna continue this. How many people have read OUP in full and understand it? And then I'm going to put a poll. Yes. No. Read it, but don't understand. Oh, okay. Read it, comma, don't understand. Okay, so this is gonna be a poll that I'm about to put out. Poll length set. Okay, tweet it out, because I feel like we need to do a lot. I think me and Foster and maybe Taps and whoever might just need to do like a video going over every single part of it. I go over in parts on my videos, but not. I haven't gone through the whole thing, and maybe that's my fault. Yeah. So Benjamin Shaw, that's my answer. Moving on, and again, Ernie, thank you so much. I love you too. Ernie, who's right above Puddin' Cheeks, had he got like a sub 100 Black Panther Shuri, the Marvel Mighty drop. He was asking about like the app. I was like, I guess I need to update it, or if your app if it won't let you go in, try uninstalling and reinstalling. Try changing password. A bunch of other things work before you have to put in a sport ticket. And he goes in. He's like, "Oh, I got a sub 100." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Damn, that's awesome." I think Clever Jerk got number 88. I was like, "Oh, that's dope." Yeah, it's so strange because if you go to like the Marvel Mighties, it doesn't show you Shuri. It doesn't. So even if you go to your collections, Shuri's a secret rare. Shuri will not show up here. Oh, okay, Shuri does show up there. Shuri wasn't showing up there before. I don't even know what the... Only 142? There's not a lot of her. There's... Okay, so there was 1063 and 90 editions were burned. I can't believe they're showing that now. Okay, so... What else are they going to show as far as burned NFTs? Let's take a look at some of the stuff that we know they've burned. Let's take a look at Captain America. Let me go to the Marvel real quick. Okay, no, these are Marvel artworks. Oh, no, here we go. Captain America. Heck yeah. Okay. Uncommon. Okay, they do not have the burned editions for Captain America. So disregard on that. I thought they did. They do not. My fault. Hold on. Puddin' Cheeks says, "What's up, homie fam? What up, Puddin'?" Corey being real with you says, "Puddin'." Benjamin says, "Aldous Havley. Thanks, mate. We'll check it out." And the Avatar says, "What's up, bro? Let's go. Let's go." Benjamin Shaw says, "Randy says to ask you about a Comey secrets you know since you were tired drinking my slip." Thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to think of something that I've thought of that maybe I just haven't released yet, that I haven't, said publicly. David likes Mexican food. I don't know. It's a Nakomi secret. I'm trying to think of other stuff. Dan is in that percentage of people that doesn't need sleep like at all ever. Yeah, no. Felipe B says, I filled my bags, wanted to reach 60 million, now I have 75 million. Dude, that's amazing. Get it, brother, get it. Puddin' Cheek says, I read it all. you did, Puddin', you did. David Shimon says, no. Felipe B says, yes. Says, but there were parts I don't understand either. Okay, comment down below. Oh, I should have had people comment down below all the parts they didn't understand. JKB says, hi, Randy. I need more Omi. Yeah, I understand. I feel you. I need more as well. I'll get some at some point. My friend Mark, that I'm here with down in Virginia, he has a his godmother had passed away recently, and he says like, hey, the estate that he's managing right now, he's like, she has 2 houses filled with crap, filled with collectibles, filled with whatever. Do you want to? He wants like to come down and sort stuff there. I was like, well, he's like, well, the estate will pay you, like $20. So if I go down there for like a week, work 10 hours a day, figure it's an extra $1,000. Maybe I'll get like an extra 500,000 Omi. I don't know. But he asked me about it. I might do it next month. I might not. I'll keep y'all posted. Where was I? Benjamin Shaw says she was cracking up. Thanks, man. We know the deal, but it's fun thinking you might know things we don't. I get it. Crazy Dan 420 says, hey Randy, what do you think about the contents of the Twitter files released today? Oh, dude. Okay, so Twitter, I can't believe Twitter did this as a public organization too, about the Hunter Biden story. The New York Post had gone on and they had leaked some emails, and Twitter straight up censored it. They censored it all. They're just like, because Twitter leans, and the people that worked at Twitter lean politically left, and they took the news story and they pretty much censored it, so that people couldn't read it, at least on Twitter. Kayleigh McEnany, Trump's press secretary, had her account suspended. She was locked out of her account for sharing it. Like, what? So I'm so thankful that Elon has Twitter now. That type of thing will not. Elon's doing a very good job. Elon's a hero of mine. Like, no idea. VV Wheels says, what up, G? What up, Wheels? Dorothy Hunter says, let's go. What's up, VV fam? Get it. Just says they turned off liking, commenting for burner on KYC accounts. Oh, good. Glad they did. Andrew Detox says, I'm here from the future. You were wrong. Someone says, sorry to say it will fall down. So I was talking about Omi, saying that we had a nice pump the other day. And Orange 4512 says, sorry to say it will fall down to 0008 level before moving up again around 430-ish today. Anyway, Andrew Detox says, I'm here from the future. You were wrong. Obviously, yeah, true. Ha ha ha. I'm not 430. Like, I don't know what that means. Like 0.0043 or 4.3 cents. I don't know. Oh, okay. That seems to be it. I'll talk for a little bit more just to get to that hour part. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Let's take some comments from the YouTube. My last videos, my last live stream. See what happens. Davy Boy says 78 billion burned already with no utility, Disneyverse, or land sales. Reese is being very conservative. Agreed, 100%. So what that person's talking about is the reserve wallet. In the reserve, we burned about 78 billion. Omi, when Reese said that we could burn half the circulating supply in 5 to 10 years, we take that's 155 billion Omi. Even if we only do 72% of what Reese said, that's 111 billion Omi. That's less than 200 billion in circulating supply in the next 10 years. I think most of the top 10 cryptos are have $1 trillion market caps and above by 2030. And even if OMI has a $500 billion market cap, OMI's at least $2, $2.50. Like this is stupid undervalued in my opinion. Just throwing that out there. Okay, we're gonna go to. All right, nothing else on Facebook. We're gonna go to. Let's do a Twitter message here, or actually, let's go to the Twitter comments because it's been a while since I posted this. We have Dr. Stuff says, I've read it, I understand it, I love it. Oh, Dr. Stuff, I love you so much. Dr. Stuff is, he's a good dude, and he's got some connections with some other people that could do really well for Vivi and trying to do stuff behind the scenes. Tango Whiskey says, why are there so many OUP drafts with not even one small implementation by now? Pretty weird, dude. So, the OUP is very malleable. So OUP, the reason why you make OUP malleable is so that you can go and if we have, we have a new Congress coming in next year. If we have like some sweeping regulation where it says like, okay, what's in this bill will have one of the things that we do for OMI, it'll be labeled, it'll be classified as a security if we do that. So then we stop doing that. Like OUP is so brilliantly, it's like the Constitution. The first comparison. OUP is like the Constitution, is that it's malleable. You could add on to it. You could take stuff away. You could add something that will take something away. It is one of the most perfectly written documents, probably since the Constitution, and you can amend it. What you see now is not what always going to be there. What you see now will look completely different probably 5 to 10 years from now. It might not. The core will still be there, but things will change. And that's the beauty of it. Like, unless Congress comes in and says everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum is a security, which I doubt they do, but yeah, we're good. So let me, how to respond to this. OUP is a beautifully crafted document. It was written in a way that makes it malleable so that if the new Congress next year tries to pass insane regulation that would make us a security, we can amend OUP so that we're safe. So I'll comment that to him, and I'll say like, okay, great things take time. Okay, there we go. We have GOC saying, I asked Buck Nasty to help me read it. My IQ is a bit lower than the normal. He is very kind and walked me through it. Bullish years, we all gonna make it. Okay, well that's interesting. I doubt that happened, but good times. So there's been 53 votes. 42% have not even read OUP. Or yeah, 42% have not read it. 30% read it and understand it. 28% have read it but do not understand it. So that's pretty interesting. Moving on. We got Puddin Cheeks. Puddin says Randy knows how to make a girl blush. Oh, Puddin, you're the sweetest tool in my box. Sorry, what was that? Wes says, will you take OMI profits next bull run or just hold until $1? I will still have 100 million OMI by the time we get to $1. There is a chance that if I can't. A buddy of mine has a company. Well, he's got several companies, but a buddy of mine has a company that I'm going to try to do a cap raise for. Not me myself. It'll be through my friend. I don't know if I can say his name on here right now. And my friend has a company where all he does is cap raises. And actually, I gotta text that guy back to let him know. The fudge. It's midnight. Let me know what days work for you. Sorry, Jim. Anyway, yeah. So if I'm entrusted and get on my resume, hey, I helped do a cap raise for X, Y, and Z, companies, and I get, this Alcon charity thing, kind of takes off, and I get really, really good at raising money for people, then I could go and say, hey, I'll be a consultant, I'll be this, and instead of being paid in a token or instead of being paid, whatever, I could just go to a random company like, hey, I've done this X amount of times for, these specific companies that are for profit, these specific companies that are charities and nonprofit. And then I'd be like, give me $50,000 for the next 3 months and I'll go and, do whatever. And if I can do that over the next couple months, then next year I don't care if we're 2 cents next year, I'll buy more, because I know in the bull market we'll go 10x that. So it really depends what I can do in the next couple months. If I can go and get a ton more money, or someone wants to buy into my IP, I'll try to get up to 175. I'll get up to 200, whatever. If not, I'm completely fine with just over the course of the next 7 years selling 50 million OMI, so that this way I have 100 million by the time 2030 hits, and we're $1. Probably going to be a little bit over that by that point, but I'd like to have 100 million when we're still $1. Charles Elgato says, you're speaking low as if you're not trying to wake someone up in the same room. I mean, pretty close. The room's down the hall, but yeah. So that's why. It has been an hour. So we're going to ask you once again to comment, like, and subscribe. Saying comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all for the super chats. Y'all mean the world to me. I love you all. Goodbye. Dashi will be back in 24 hours, I hope.